welcome to the fourth and final game of the evening. Up this time for review is a game called OtterBash. OtterBash. The otters have escaped their habitat and are now wreaking havoc for world dominance somehow. Battle your friends with cute and adorable little critters. Destroy your opponents with unique weapons. Dousing each other with tar balloons. Smack them around with the nifty taco boomerang. Shove them into your portable oven and see them roast. So, yeah, that's quite the descriptor there. This game is assigned to Twilight Winter, so he'll be taking over the body of this review.
Yeah, all right. So, yeah, OtterBash is a top-down party action game for up to 4 players. The players Otter, huh?
Yeah, locally. There's no.
Yeah, locally. Yeah, that's an important detail here. Yeah, locally only. But yeah, as I said, as otters, you wield various wacky weapons to fight one another until only one remains standing for world dominance somehow. Yeah, it's an interesting concept. But yeah, the gameplay is actually quite simple. After picking the color for your team of otters, my game's that a bit here. And selecting another team for them to fight. You have to basically grab the nearest weapon crate that spawns near you at the start of the match, since the only way you can fight one another is by using these weapons. And the game uses a life system. Since it's always seems to always be a one-hit kill type situation. The lives are represented by your team of otters. Throughout the matches, you'll have a group of otters following your lead otter around, and when that otter falls, another one takes its place. And the respawn is actually quite generous as well, which can prevent griefing, since it takes like a few seconds for the otter to respawn. And there's also a time limit in these matches, about 5 minutes, and it can't be adjusted. Can be reduced or lengthened or turned off, which honestly is actually kind of to the benefit of this game, since it's not really for competitive play, more of a casual play sessions, if that makes any sense. And it's the same with the lives as well. You can't adjust those as well. As we were saying about the local play, the only way you'll be able to actually play this game is with friends or another person. The game's supposed to have bots, but I've never able to turn those on for some reason. I don't know if they actually don't have them or what. So I was able to luckily enlist a friend to assist me with this. We played for roughly about 35 minutes, something like that. And we generally agreed that more is better. Actually, the game's fun and cute, but the game would be more matches would be more interesting with more people, basically. As for the weapons themselves, Yeah, from what I recall, among these weapons, me and my friend actually found the shotgun being the most effective one among them.
Who would have thought shotgun being effective on otters?
Indeed, yeah, it has the largest spread um, for hitting your opponent. We kind of noticed that there seemed to be a sort of a hit detection issue at times. The the shotgun was the only one that really would hit most of the time. That might be due to the size of some of the other weapons, possibly like there's these stunning forks, for example. As the name hints, they uh, can stun your opponent. They don't actually kill them, but sometimes would seem to miss, even though we would think they'd make contact. Um, the oven that was mentioned, it was never really of any use most of the time. It would probably be more beneficial with two more people around, perhaps. To be more chaotic and somebody could get shoved in there during a scuffle. Um, Most of the other weapons seem to be more trap based, like the electric mines, for example. Um, the they would be they're generally pretty easy to avoid though. Again, more people would make them of better use. And some of the other weapons are okay, but yeah, most
Can
of
you
the
be
time we
affected
were.
by your own traps, or
Yeah, you can actually. Yeah, the bomb, for example, if you explode too close to you, both you and your opponent could get hit.
so insert joke about Bomberman here.
Indeed. Yeah. And let's see now. As for the stages, out of the 6 or 7 stages, I can't remember exactly how many there are. But some of them felt like 2 or 3 of them felt a little on the samey side. Like two of the park-based stages had a same general terrain, and just with a different environment. Like one took place in the day, one took place at night. All stages seem to have various objects layered about them that be used for defensive purposes to block weapons from getting you or shove them into your opponent. Some of the other ones, like the other park stage, there's a third one. Seems to take place in like early morning or dusk. There was actually sprays shooting up out of the ground. You can use those to levitate your otter into the air um, for a sort of a vantage point. Um, yeah, but the only others uh, besides aesthetics, some felt similar to others. If I'm basically getting that. Um, and there's no real environmental hazards. Like the kitchen stage, for example, there's a big rising pillar of fire there, and it doesn't harm you. So, yeah,
Opportunity missed.
pretty much, yeah. So, let's see now. As for the controls themselves, I wouldn't be surprised if they would prefer the controller over the keyboard. I wasn't particularly crazy about the keyboard controls, and you can't really change them either. Unfortunately, for some reason. But yeah, the controller is the best choice for this game. Um, all I can say there. The controls are pretty smooth. There's no issues with them. Though at first you'd probably be mistaken for thinking, and for some reason, the jump and attack button are the same one, since the Otter's animation makes it looks like it's taking a swipe before it jumps. um, yeah, as for the graphics and animations, they're all right. In an odd way, I feel like they kind of served the game pretty well. I'm not really. I can't really say why, but it helps with the cute and absurd, the cuteness and absurdity of the game. It's about the best I can say about that. Cartoony, I guess, about the one I'm trying to get at here. Yeah. It's and I've gotten really nothing else to say concerning the visuals. The music and sound effects. The music is quite a bit of a well, it's all pretty much highly energetic rock music, which once again works with the game's absurd premise. Yeah, the highly energetic otters trying to take over the world through combat premise. Yeah. Not really much more I can say on that. The sound effects, I really don't remember them too well. Because I have a lot of explosive sound effects from the shotgun in the Fountain Springs. They're okay though, from what I can recall. Yeah, that's about all I can say on the game itself. Besides pricing, I guess the game is $9.99, so $10. Well, I do find the game enjoyable and amusing. Not really sure if I can recommend that. Really, at $10, maybe. Well, I guess it depends. If you got friends around and play with, and it's probably up their alley, I think. Well, I basically wait for a sale and ask your friends how they feel about this game. If it might be fun to play, and if they do, then go for it. Otherwise, yeah, this is a game you can play without anybody else to play with, basically. Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Yeah, so that'll about do it for not just OtterBash here, but the review session. Right. So the week ahead, coming up on Wednesday, June 24th, we'll be having John Pickett of Manga Gamer back on the program. See what's going on. Like, not sure how much, considering, basically all of their appearances at conventions have been canceled. And, but yeah, we'll be talking about more Higurashi, because I think the last bits of that franchise are coming out or are out. But our showcase game, trying to remember, like Sakuramori Dreamers, I think, is how you pronounce that. Like,
close enough. Close enough.
Well, as long as you're not in anguished pain. So, anyway, but Sakura no Mori Dreamers is, obviously a visual novel, but it's an adult visual novel, both in the sexual sense and the theme sense. It's not just, it's not just a thing. It's not just a visual novel about fucking. It's got that. That can be switched on or off. It's also, you are dealing with some pretty dark subject matter. It mentions it in the opening disclaimer, like we're dealing with like violence,
abuse,
dismemberment, cannibalism. That was mentioned. Like, it's like, and the game assures us that all characters are 18 plus. Like, I wonder about that, but that's
for legal purposes. All characters are 18 plus.
Right. So, also there's a weird legal thing going on with this game.
Yeah,
it's like this game like is on Steam, but not by Manga Gamer. Like, it's by some, like, John will explain it in detail, as much detail as he can, since it's an ongoing matter. But it's like, for once they're not running into content issues because of naked teenagers, but rather they're having a problem with a Chinese company over who has publishing rights. That's certainly a first for us. So, if nothing else, and we do have a Friday show, our first of the season, coming up on Friday, June 26th. We'll be having Bruno Carvello, I think that's how that's pronounced, Italian, of Cubite Entertainment. As mentioned in the Hang the Kings review, they're a fairly, like, I don't want to say maybe not prominent, but they have a lot of output on the Nintendo Switch. Like, they've got a lot of games on the Nintendo Switch. We've covered a few of them here. And, we do have another in the pipeline right now. So, probably going to be one of those interviews where we talk a lot about a lot of games, but not necessarily a lot of depth to them. If only just because, once again, they've got a lot of products. So that's coming up on Friday. That is the week. And until Wednesday, I shall wish you good gaming.